Investigator Q by J.J. Allen. I was assigned the case about 2 months ago, and today I can finally know who did it, who committed this crime they call murder. This is probably the most complicated and strenuous case I've ever had. The twists and turns may confuse you, and what I did to get some of the information for this case is not my proudest work. But here, Mr. President, is who is who committed the crime. Are you sure this is who killed my cat? Yes, Mr. President, I'm positive this is who killed Mr. Whiskers. Now, before you open the file, let me tell you how I found out. I started by investigating the crime scene down on 24th Avenue at the Petco. After looking around for a little while and buying a new little box for my cat, I began my questioning. I started by questioning your wife, who was there with him when he was brutally murdered. Ah, Mr. Whiskers, Mr. Whiskers. Calm down, Miss President. Please calm down. How am I supposed to calm down when my cat is dead? How would you describe your reaction to his death, Miss President? Well, seeing he just died 7 minutes ago, I'm pretty upset. Understandable. Now, how would you describe your relationship with Mr. Whiskers? What do you mean, relationship? Well, was it a friendship or sexual or what in the world? What is wrong with you? A sexual relationship with a cat? It's just serious questions, ma'am. I knew I wasn't going to get any information from her, so I approached the store owner. Who Mr. Whisker murdered, sir? A man with a black mask on, and here and shot the kitty. Boom. Okay, for this investigation, don't refer to Mr. Kitten's as Kitty. He was a full-grown cat with 3 children. Have some respect. I'm sorry. A man came in and shot the cat. Mr. Whiskers, right over there. So tell me, sir, how do you know it was a man? You told me he was wearing a mask. Well, I don't know. The way he walked? Oh, so you're able to tell the sex of a person by how they walk? Well, not necessarily. So you tell me, am I a man or a woman? A man or a woman? I could tell that the Petco owner wasn't going to get much of assistance. I took my investigation onto someone who was present at the scene of the crime. Tell me exactly what you saw. Well, a guy with a black mask came in and shot that cat. Which, feline, sir, we are in a pet store, therefore there are many cats here. The dead one. Right, so describe this guy with the black mask on. Well, he had a black mask. Oh, you being sarcastic with me? No, I'm not being sarcastic at all. Wow, I don't like your attitude at all. Well, I don't like you at all. Wow, sugar dumplings, let's calm down. Did you just call me sugar dumplings? Yes, sugar dumplings, I just called you sugar dumplings. Now, how would you describe this guy? He was 6'2", 6'3", pretty hefty guy. Can you tell the ethnicity of this man? Oh, well, he was wearing all black, so I wasn't able to really tell. Oh, so he was African American? Well, not necessarily. But you said he was black. Well, he was wearing all black. I couldn't see his skin. Right. Well, then, sir, that was probably his skin. He probably was naked. Wow. Now I have a naked cat murderer. Perfect. I took my investigation elsewhere to get a little more background information on Mr. Whiskers. I wanted to find out why somebody would want Mr. Whiskers dead. First, I asked Miss Whiskers. Now, as you know, Mr. President, Miss Whiskers is a cat, so she doesn't speak English. She probably speaks Spanish or Portuguese or Italian or something foreign like that. So I brought in a translator to help out in our interview. So, how many languages can you translate? About 300? Good. Very, very good. Hi, Miss Whiskers. How are you? Meow. We're interrogating a cat? Do you have a problem with that? Unless this cat doesn't learn how to speak, hey. Don't discriminate against cats who don't know how to speak English. That doesn't make them any less cats. Now let's begin our interrogation. So, Miss Whiskers, how long were you and Mr. Whiskers married? What did she say? Nothing. Then what was all that looking about? Well, she is a cat. Is she flirting with me? Because I'm very willing to flirt back. To solve the case, of course. Oh. Do you like that, Miss Whiskers? Is that what you want from me? Is that what you want me to do? As I told you, Mr. President, I'm not proud of what I did to get the information, but Miss Whiskers provided us with valuable details. Mr. Whiskers was a cat who sadly could not speak. The next day, I knew I needed to interview with someone who has dealt with the president's scandals before. Therefore, I hunted down Monica Lewinsky for an interview. It was difficult to find her, but I did it. Dun dun dun. Hello? Hi, I'm Investigator Q. I've got a few questions for you, Miss Lewinsky. Is this a joke? Have you ever met Mr. Whiskers? What? Who? Mr. Whiskers, the president's feline friend. Okay, how did you even find out where I lived? Okay, ma'am. My name is Investigator Q. Your name is Monica. Investigator? Monica. And I am the investigator. Therefore, I ask the questions, okay? I'm calling the cops. After spending 2 weeks in jail for allegedly stalking Miss Lewinsky, I began to wonder if there was anything I could do to find out who killed Mr. Whiskers. I have tried everything, but then I realized that I hadn't tested any evidence. So I collected the most important items for the crime scene. Chew toys, fur, Mr. Whiskers himself, and other important items. I took them to a place called Forensics Galore. I assumed they did forensics investigations for crime scenes. I was very wrong. So, can you do some tests?